guys, I hope everybody had a great Christmas and is looking forward to an amazing new year. Today's video is going to be about the project planning pages that you can get on DIYfish's Etsy shop. I'm going to talk about how I'm using them and a couple of other ideas that I've had since I've actually had the trial in my hands and gotten to kind of play with it a little bit. Another channel that's really good to check out is Carrie Harling's channel. I believe it's called Dispatches from the Frat House. She has a whole, there was a little series about project planning. She uses it for her business, but it's still ways you can apply it and, you know, just get more ideas of different ways you could use the planning pages. I also wanted to let you guys know there'll be 2 new planning videos coming this week by the weekend. I'm going to do a lesson planning plan with me and a daily pages plan with me. I decided to separate them because I think if I tried to do them all together it'd be a really long video. And I'm also hoping that this way people can kind of look at maybe what they're specifically interested in. I've had a lot of comments and questions and I think I've answered everybody, but if I've missed you, just, you know, shoot me another message and I'll be happy to answer your question. And if you guys have any ideas of specific things you'd like to see, how I'm doing them, or some different ideas, you let me know. I'd be happy to try to accommodate what I can. I think that's everything. And I just want to thank everybody for, I've had some subscribers and I've had a lot of views and a lot of comments. It's been really fun to just kind of start interacting in this way with people and getting to know people in the planner community a little bit better. I'm also wanted to let you guys know I'm on Instagram and I'm on Twitter and I'm on Periscope. I haven't done a lot on Periscope yet. I'm still trying to master YouTube, but on all of those things I'm KB Chronicles, and Chronicles is spelled with a K just like my channel on YouTube. So and I try to post on those things, like if I have a new video or I'm looking for an idea or if somebody has questions. So if you have something that you want to know and maybe I'm missing the YouTube comment or something, feel free to contact me in those ways as well. I'm hoping to do a little bit on Periscope. I think I'm going to focus mostly on YouTube, but occasionally Periscope's just real quick and easy and can get some content out there for people, especially if I'm having a particularly rough week of getting things set up. So I hope everybody had a great holiday and is looking forward to an awesome new year, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye. Hi guys. Today's video is about the project planning pages you can purchase on DIYfish's Etsy shop. I'm personally using these to track social media, my YouTube channel, and all that entails. So we're going to kind of flip through this trial version and I'm going to talk to you guys about how I'm using them. So like I said, I purchased the trial version, so I've got December, January, and February. And my December month is really messy because I was trying to figure out how I wanted to use these pages. So in this version, I believe they all come as A4, and I print those on regular 8.5 by 11 paper with at 95%. They fit really nicely, and when I do them, let me try and keep an eye so that you make sure you guys can see. When you flip them out, you know, I've got some space here and here. This is where you could cut them off, but I just chose not to. They line up that way. It's one less thing for me to have to do to use these pages. So that's what I did, is I did the A4 size at 95%. And that way I could use my regular paper and I could do what I needed to with these. So let's talk about December. So the way that I'm choosing to use these is, like I said, it's going to be all YouTube and my blog and then whatever social media I use. So on this page, what I decided is this is going to be where I'm going to put video ideas for the month, and I can check them off as I do them. And then on this side is going to be blog brainstorm. If I get an idea of something I want to do on my blog, which is also KB Chronicles, I believe it's CoreyChristine.blogspot.com. I'll double check that and put that in the comments below. But I do have a blog that I've been doing for quite some time, but now I'm trying to kind of sync it up with the YouTube, so that's still kind of a work in progress. So this is a place that if I get an idea, I can flip it right down. It can be nice and messy, it doesn't have to be neat and perfect. Then when you open it, it has a place for you to put in some information. So on this page, which I kind of view as the flip out for the whole month, you have a calendar here so you can see your whole month at a glance. Then it lists everything out by weeks. Then you have a place here for events, objectives, and notes. I'm going to use these this way. For the events section, I'm only going to put things down that are going to conflict with me being able to film or work on the blog. So for this month, we had, because November 30th was that first Monday, so we had 3 class days before Christmas break, and I had a lot of family here this week, and then my younger kids had a birthday party this week. So those are all things that I needed to be aware of that I would more than likely not be able to film a video. Now, we are in this week right here, and I had a day before more family come into town, so I was able to do a video today. So that's kind of what I'm using this for. I don't want to have to recopy my calendar 3 times. I just want to be able to look at this and be like, okay, these are the big things I have going on this week. This is when I can and cannot film. The other thing is that during these 2 weeks are Christmas break, and most of our activities, music lessons, karate lessons, ballet class, all of those things were on hiatus this week. So I didn't have to write those things in, but those are usually afternoon, evening things. And if I'm going to film, it's more than likely going to have to happen during nap time, early in the morning, or really late at night. And that's just the life of a mom. So that's when I have to fit those things in. But these were big things that I knew, you know, our Blue Book exam day, for example, took the whole day. So there was not going to be a chance to do it. And when we meet for our CC days, same thing. Those go all day. So there wasn't going to be a chance to film on those days. Now on this side, I'm still not 100% sure, because for the events section, if I'm writing them here, I really don't need to write them here. But these 2 sections, what I'm planning on doing is I bought some stickers from Pop Fizz paper, and I'll show you those in the January when I flip through that I'm just going to use these to track social media. So I'm on Facebook, Twitter, Periscope, my blog, and YouTube. So those are the 6 things. Instagram. Did I say Instagram? Anyway, there's 6. And I'm just going to kind of do a tally mark. When I do something on Facebook that is related to my channel, I'm going to mark it. When I do a picture on Instagram, mark it. This is just kind of give me an idea. Did I do all the ones? Is there one I'm not using? Is there one I need to be using? Just kind of so I can look at it and see. Down here, I'm going to be using this as a stats section, and this will be specific to YouTube. I'm going to look at subscribers. I want to look at views, you know, which videos are getting the most views. For those of you that are new to my channel, I've set up playlists. And the playlists are like Home Chronicles, Kid Chronicles, Homeschool Chronicles, Wife Chronicles, Planner Chronicles, so that you can see what videos are about and what playlists interest you. So that as my videos grow and I have more and more videos, you're not having to scan through a bunch of videos. You can say, oh wait, I'm interested in her planner stuff, so I'm gonna go there. Or I'm a homeschool mom and I really like to know that, so I go there. Wife Chronicles, Mommy Chronicles, all of those are things I'm still working on developing stuff for, but those are going to kind of go along with my blog. So if I have a blog specific about the struggles of being a mom of 5, it'll go in that file, and then you guys can kind of check it out, and if it's something that interests you, then you'll know to check that playlist a little more often. So that's what I'm going to use the stats for, is what videos are being watched, what videos are being liked, and also comments. I want to make sure that I'm answering questions that are asked, and that if people are giving me suggestions and ideas, that I'm seeing them of stuff that you guys want to see. So I'm trying to make it where I check that at least every couple of days or twice a week, because I'm a mom, I homeschool, I'm a wife. There's a lot of things I have going on. I don't want YouTube to take that over. But I also want to make sure that I am regularly checking on things so that you guys know that I'm getting your messages and that I'm, trying to get that stuff done for you guys. Then the next pages that come, it divides them up by the weeks. Let's see if I can get everything in frame here. Yeah. So this week, when I bought these, it was like the second or third week in December. So the first week, I really just kind of played with how I'm going to do it. So the way this works is it gives you a section for the events specific to that week. You have some checklists and a place to put the date, the duration of the event. So if you're, you're in a conference or you have a meeting, you could mark how long it's going to take. And then any, the event itself, and then I guess any notes if you are interested. Excuse me. And then down here, it's the specific projects that you want to do. I use this to mark them. There's little circles here. I don't know if you can see that. You can use this to color code, or when you color it in, it's done. So you can use them however you want to. And then here it's got Monday through Sunday, and then it's got a due date. So if you have a project that needs to be done by a specific date, you can put that in here. And then you can mark what you do. I've seen some people, if a project's in process, they'll put a dot, or they draw a square and maybe put a line through it or color half of it. Different symbols, so whatever it is that you're using this for, if you're waiting on somebody else to respond to an email or whatever it is, you can use it that way. Or you could just check it off. Yes, I worked on it on Monday, or no, I didn't, however you want to track it. And then you have some notes down here. Now this side is where you can actually block out your time. So for those of you that have watched my other planner channels and you've seen my hyperdex, it's another visual way to track time. So the way I'm counting these is there's a line of boxes, which are supposed to be like the events, the things that are blocked out. And then you have a line of circles, which are supposed to be your projects. Then it's squares, circles, and then these two lines are blank. So I tried to lay the time out this way, and I didn't like it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go from 7 a.m., so it's 7, 8, 9, 10 to 12, all the way up to 12, then 1 to 6. And then if I needed it, I could do from 7 p.m. till midnight, and that fits in that box for Tuesday. Then the line beneath it are circles. So if, let's say I had free time from 10 to 12 and I filmed a video, I would fill in the circles under 10, 11, and 12 that I worked on my project at that time. It just kind of allows you to see, if you fill this in at the beginning of your week, when you have your events in that you can pull from over here, then you're going to see when you're going to have time to do stuff and when you're not. And that's the idea. And then you have notes that you can do for each week. So like I said, this week and this week, I didn't really do anything because I just gotten them and I was really just trying to figure out how I wanted to use them. So what I did is on the next week, I kind of filled things in with black pen. And then here's where I played with the color. So we'll talk about the color because I think that's going to be a little easier to see. And then up here at the top, I wrote, this was our first week of Christmas break. So I marked that at the top. And I wanted to do 3 videos last week. I wanted to do a flip through for 2016. I wanted to do how I store my inserts. And then I also wanted to do a quick flip through of my personal planner and how I use that. So those were my projects that I wanted to do. And because it was just 3, I kind of spread them out. I was playing with color coding, and I think I'm going to start using this coral color for blog stuff and YouTube stuff. But you could color code and then the black dot and then I finished it, or you could use just the pink dot. You could really do whatever you want. I did write down what I was doing on the times I blocked off, just so I could remember and make sure that I was staying on track. So on Monday, we had to be out from about 9 o'clock to about 2 o'clock. So I didn't get any projects done because we were out, wasn't in the house to film. And then from 2 to 5, my daughter takes a nap. Well, that's when I was able to film. And I got all 3 videos filmed that day. Then on Tuesday, we had another thing where we were out for a little while, and during nap time is when I was able to get everything edited. So I marked it this way. Then on Wednesday, same thing. We had some things where we were out. Nap time, I was able to upload. Uploading did take more than 2 hours. But I only had to really sit there and babysit it for those 2 hours. And then the rest of the time I just kind of let it do its thing. The rest of the week was Christmas and I had family arrive. So I didn't do any this week. So that kind of shows you how I used it. Now this week I have to start pre-planning, and we had our birthday party on Monday, so that was marked out. I'm filming now, and I'll fill that in here when I've got it ready. And then the rest of the week I've got some more family coming into town, and I'm doing prep work for Challenge A. So I do plan to film, but it's going to take me over the course of the week. It's not going to be something I'm going to be able to get done in a day because I've got things going on. I'm looking to do my lesson plan with me, and then a monthly and a daily plan with me as well. So this is how I think I'm going to be using these. So for January, what I've done is I put my stickers in. So as you see, here's my blog brainstorm and my video ideas, and I'm going to use those like I said. Then here on this side, sorry, I just realized you were out of frame. I used my stickers from DIYfish paper. And again, like I said, I'm just going to do some tally marks. So if I get 3 videos up the first week of January, I'll mark 3. But I'll mark them throughout the month. How many blog posts? Did I do a Periscope, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter? That's how I plan on using them. And then I had some stickers from Oh Hello Stationery, and this one's for stats. So I thought I'd put it here just to kind of mark the statistics. I think what I'm going to do is on Danny's shop at DIYfish Paper, she has some Erin Condren headers and custom that you can customize. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to have one that says social media, and then one that says stats or YouTube stats or something. And I'll just cover those words here. And that's what I'm going to do. I think. I'm not sure about that yet, but this part I'm sure about. And I'm using this section because it's the biggest section, so I can kind of spread these out. I'm still not sure how I'm going to use this, and I'm going to be working on filling these in. And when I do my plan with me, I may do a quick shot of this just so you guys can see what I'm doing. I won't use week 53 because I added 1, 2, and 3 into December, the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. So I'll start with week 1 in January. But this one may be where I kind of just set it up and play with it and make sure I'm doing it the way I want to do it. So kind of test it out. And I have, like I said, I have February in here as well. So that's how I'm going to use these pages. But then I got thinking about what else could these be used for. And I think one thing you could do as a homeschooling mom is if you print these out, obviously if you buy them, you could print multiples. So if you printed out several pages of these, several sets, you could have each set track a kid, or each set track a grade level. So if you have 2 elementary kids and 2 middle schoolers, or however it works, you could track school time. Some states require you to track your time, actual hours spent on school. This would be awesome for that. I think it would also be, you could use it as a wife or mom if you're just trying, you have big projects. You're going to, each month you like to tackle something big, cleaning out all the kids' clothes. You could lay out, how you're going to do that, and maybe mark them off or plan what days you're planning on doing that, or how you're going to get it done with a schedule. If you're going to reorganize every room in your house, which some people do, cleaning out toy rooms after Christmas. Those are the 2 ideas that I had for other ways to use this, instead of just a business thing or business projects. It could be any kind of project. You could track your Etsy shop. If you own an Etsy shop in here by, this is the free time I'm going to have. This is what I want to accomplish this week. That kind of stuff. They're very useful, and they're very plain in the sense that, it's not that hard for me to change these to what I want to use them for. It's just cover up these little words or ignore these words for that matter. I like the idea of being able to kind of fill this in and look at it at a glance. And I also like the fact that my everyday planning pages are not going to have my YouTube stuff. It's going to be separate. So, I can keep my mom and my teacher school stuff in one spot, and then my social media stuff in a different section. And it's only 2 places that I have to check, and it's still all in one book, which is really important to me. So I hope that's helpful. I hope you guys got something out of the video. It's really interesting to try these different pages from Fish and figure out different ways that I can use them for myself. The thing that I've enjoyed the most is that I am able to get everything into one book and track it, and I'm not having to flip through 15 different books to figure something out. So I hope that was helpful. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe below. And if you have any questions, please leave a comment or send me a message. I'd be happy to answer any questions you guys have, and I'll have some more videos coming later this week. Hope you guys had a great Christmas and Happy New Year, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.